Good morning and welcome to the workshop. Here we are again. It's Tuesday morning, 7:30, and I've been here since 7 this morning. It's wedding season and it's really busy and I'm drowning in prom dresses, drowning in them. There's just so many. Is there that many kids in the world? I think they've all fetched their dresses here. Really have. My name's Wendy. Welcome to my channel. I'm a 56-year-old mother of 6 grown-up children and I'm a self-employed seamstress. This is what I do. I knock frocks up. Well, I don't. I alter things. I alter wedding dresses, prom dresses, all sorts of stuff. I make curtains. I do general alterations for dry cleaners. Anything, really. Turn me into anything. Fancy dress costumes, you bring it here. But I just wanted to talk today about being self-employed and the good, the bad, and the ugly. And there's lots of ugly sometimes. I've been self-employed now for about 15 years. I was sewing before that on a self-employed basis, but I always worked at somewhere else as well. But full-time, it's been about 15 years. And I love it. I don't want to do anything else. I love doing what I do. But sometimes it's hard. There are times when I feel like throwing the towel in and going to get a normal job, just a normal job where you get paid every month and you know what you're going to get and you know what hours you're going to work. And you can go home and not think about it, close the door, and you don't have to worry about anything. You just go home. And yeah, that is a bonus about not being self-employed. So good things. The good things are, right, holidays. I don't have to book holidays. I don't have to go to my boss and say, can I have a week off, please? And he'll say no, because Sandra in accounts, she's got a week off that week, so you can't have a week off. I can take my holidays when I like. So which is good news. I don't have to work around anyone else. I can sort of plan my year accordingly. However, bad thing about being self-employed is you don't get paid for going on holiday. You don't get holiday pay. No. So if I'm having 2 weeks off in July, that means I've got to work 2 weeks extra to earn money to have 2 weeks off. That's the bad side about it. And that's another thing, money. Getting paid, my money comes in sporadically. I don't know what I'm going to earn next month. I ain't got a clue. I can't plan accordingly and go, well, this is what I'm going to get so I can budget, because I ain't got a clue what I'm getting paid next month. It could be anything. I kind of know roughly because there's plenty of work coming in at the moment, but that's only at the moment. In the quieter months, for instance, when we get to sort of December, January, always a bit quiet. I get through, but it is a bit quiet. It does get a bit scary. So you go from one thing to another. You go from these months, May, June, July and August, when it's very busy, earning money and not having to worry, to the stage where I think, I've got to go get another job, because that came close, beginning of January. Beginning of January, I thought I was going to have to go and get another job to supplement this. But my husband, in his wise words, said, just wait a minute, just wait and see. And then lo and behold, all the work came in again. And then I was really busy and thinking, well, it's a good job I didn't get another job, because I would have had no time to do it. So that's good. So yeah, so that's not one of the downsides. You don't know when the next work's coming in. So on that note, you do kind of take a lot of work on. People say you shouldn't take so much on. And that's really easy. But when you have no idea when your next work's coming from, then you take everything that's coming when it's busy. You make hay while the sun shines, as it were. And then you get really busy. And then you're out here working 12-hour days like me at the moment, because I have to. So, yeah, that can be a downside. That can be. But, again, that enables me to have the freedom to take holidays or when I like, or have the weekend off, or finish early if I can on a Friday, maybe, So it has some bonuses. The other thing is sick, being ill. Wow, I don't phone in sick ever. I mean, I'm the boss and I won't want to phone me and say I'm not coming in today. Not a chance. I was quite ill just before Christmas. A couple of times last year I had really bad coughs and colds and chest infections, and I wasn't well. I was very unwell. And there were days in here where I could have almost cried. But again, I don't get paid for being sick. I can't just go, oh, I think I'll just have a week off, because I'd have to be really on my deathbed to have a week off. So, you know, there were a couple of days when I sort of worked till lunchtime and then had to give in and go and lay on the sofa for a while. So again, that's a downside about being self-employed. You can't just go, I can't come in today because I've got a tummy ache. That doesn't work. You know, I've really, really, really got to be ill. Yeah, so yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But luckily, I'm not ill very often. Touch wood, I'm gonna get ill now, aren't I? I'm gonna get a big cold or something. But no, I'm not too bad. So that's good. But I probably run on adrenaline. That's why. I'm just in the middle of cutting the bottom of a dress off. No, I'm going to show you. Just cutting. This is prom dress here. I'm just cutting all its 52 layers off, 6 inches off the bottom because it's too long. I'll show you when it's done. I'll show you it when it's all done. But it's a tiny little girl, and she'd need loads taken in and loads taken up, and we chopped half a dress off. Really, couldn't make another dress with what I've chopped off. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. I've got that to do. I've got a wedding dress. I've pulled the wedding dress out, but because of time, the particular wedding dress that I had on my list to do today is not getting done. It's a bit more difficult. So I've got a simpler one that just needs taking up. It's very simple. I'm only taking the front up. And so I'm going to do that one instead. I've got another prom dress to do later. Again, I'm just taking in the back seam. It's not a lot. So I'm going to do that. I've also got to finish a dress, which is going back tonight. A couple of little details on it, which will be getting collected tonight by the bride, who's getting married on Saturday. Yeah, so that's my workload today. I'll be at the wedding shop later, so I might show you that. Might show you at the wedding shop. So I'll be there. I was there 4 nights last week. I'm going to be there 3 nights this week. But that's how it is this time of year. Very busy. Right, good things about being self-employed. Good things. Yeah, being your own boss is great. I've worked for bosses before. I've worked in the past at companies, and sometimes you've had a great time, but I've also worked for some very dodgy people who have been absolute idiots. I can't even tell you. When you get to the stage where you're going to work and you just want to cry because you don't want to go because it's so miserable, that's the stage where you got to think, I need to change my life. That's got to change. My last job before going full-time self-employed, I was working somewhere, and I literally one day walked in the front door, got a load of gyp off the boss over nothing, and then just walked straight out the back door and never went back because it was making me ill. And when you work in a place like that, I know many people do, and many people don't have a choice. They have to keep working because they don't have a choice. My sister's in a similar situation. She doesn't mind a job. She's a few years to retiring now. But she hates it. She really hates it. And it's just miserable. She only does 3 days now, but she still hates it. And that's really sad that people have to do that, you know. I say that about my job sometimes. Everybody says, oh, I'd love to do what you do. This is great. But it's hard work. It's hard work when it's like this. And there's no one else to answer to except for me. I'm responsible for everything. Anything goes wrong, it's my fault. You know, something's not done, it's my fault. And that pressure, you know, I have a lot of sleepless nights being self-employed. A lot of sleepless nights, especially at this time of year. You know, it just gets really hard, really hard. But saying that, you know, it's not all that bad. It is hard sometimes, but it's not that bad. And there are times which make up for all the hard, stressful times. The times when you've done dresses or wedding dresses, and then a bride sends you a picture, and you know, makes me want to cry really when they send it and say how beautiful it was and how many compliments they have. Or when you do a dress and they're so overwhelmed by how it's changed totally just from a few alterations, and their dress turns into their dress. They buy the dress, but when it's ill-fitting, they can't see it, the vision. And then I come along like the fairy godmother, wave a magic wand, and it fits them perfectly. I wish I did have a wand. I wish I did. That'd be good. I'd have all this lot done in no time. But I ain't got a wand. I just got a sewing machine and some trusty scissors. So something else to be covered is that I don't have a pension. Obviously, I'll have a state pension, but I haven't got one. So thus, I'm going back to referring to my first video, which was going to talk about health, wealth, and well-being. Wealth. So As from this month, I've got to start saving money. I'm putting a bit aside for, and I talked about it in the first video, putting a bit aside just for rainy days. I just talked about the quiet months, January, December. And, you know, it got a bit tight. So I need some rainy day money. I don't have rainy day money. I have money I'm saving for holiday now. I'm saving, we're doing some bits to the house. But I don't have any. So this is what this channel was first going to be about. I'm going to health, wealth and well-being. Wealth being one of them. So I'm going to start putting some plans into place to be saving some money. The theory is I'm going to work on this theory. Everything I get paid. See, this is where it's hard because you don't get paid regular at the end of every month or the end of every week or whatever. I can't sit there and go, right, I've got that much money and that's how much I've got left. I've no idea how much I've got. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be taking out whatever I earn, whenever I get paid for it. I will take out 10% of it to pay off bills and things and little debts or whatever, and 10% of it for savings. And that's not just saving for something I want to buy. This is rainy day savings. This is when my car breaks. This is when I get to December and January and things get a bit tight. This is rainy day savings. 10% of everything I earn, I'm going to put away. Okay, that's the thing. That's as simple as that. Every time I get paid, when I get paid for this prom dress, I'm going to take 10% of that and I'm going to put it away. Obviously, I do save money for my tax bill. The tax return goes in once a year and I will have a tax bill. I don't earn loads of money. You know, I earn a steady wage, so I don't pay loads and loads of tax, but I pay enough. Too much. But it's got to be done. It's got to be paid. So I have to put money by for that. But for rainy day savings, 10%. 10% for bills and debts, 10% for savings. I'd like to do 20% really, but at the moment I'll do 10. 10, just put that away. That's enough. 10% every month of whatever I've earned in that month is plenty for rainy day. That's my plan. Okay. So on saying that, let's go back to health. This week, I'm going to be doing a shop, a good healthy shop, and I'm going to show you it. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to show you what I'm buying, the kind of things I'm going to be cooking to keep me well. I'm not going obsessive. I'm not going obsessive on eating ridiculous things, but it will be whole food, mostly whole food. You know, I'm going to try and cut out the bread. I love bread. I don't like supermarket bread. I do homemade my bread. But then when I make it, I got to eat it all. I got to spread it with loads of butter and eat it all. So I'm going to try not to eat so much bread. I want to get out a bit more. During this time when it's busy, I need to look after myself. I need to make sure I'm well. So I need to get out walking. I was doing some walking over the last few weekends, being away when we was camping. Oh, and it's great. It's great. It just changes your mindset. So it was a little walk, little 3-4K in the mornings. Just go out, walk before I start work, get that done because I need to do that. And I'm going to Wales in 5 weeks and I'm going up Snowdonia. I need to move. I need to keep moving. I've got some walking to do then. I am fitter than I think I am because every time I start walking, it's great. My body starts to remember how to walk and it's all good. But it's good for the mental health. It's good for everything. Walking, it is a superpower. Walk. Don't have to jog. Don't go to the gym, pay loads of money. Just walk. Walk out your front door. Walk out your front door. Walk around and come back again. That's it. It's quick as that. Give it half an hour. Just go for a walk. So that's what I'll be doing. So I will show you me shopping. Oh, I hate this word, haul. Shopping haul. I hate that. I hate that word. Right, I'm going to show you me shopping, what I bought when I buy it, right? I'll show you what I've got. Go over what I'm going to be eating sort of thing. Do that, just so you know what I'm eating. And that I'm not just here stuffing cakes and sausage rolls. That'd be nice. I had a lot of cake yesterday. That's okay. Right then, I've chopped all the hem off this now. I've got to come back and sew it. In the meantime, I've got to go to the dry cleaners, take something back to them. I'll be back soon and I'll show you the finished product. Okay. And we are done. There we go. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it nice? Look at that. That dress came in considerably on the bodice and it has been taken up 6 inches all the way round. All the layers, 6 inches off. So, yeah, it's a pretty dress that, isn't it? So there you go, one dress down, got some jacket sleeves to do, a couple of small bits on wedding dresses and a prom dress, then to the wedding shop. So yeah, we'll leave it there then today. Thank you for listening. I hope this has been informative of you. If you're thinking of setting up business on your own, do it. Just do it, okay? Just do it. Ignore everything I've said. Don't take no notice of me moaning on. But no, it has positives, it had negatives, but I never regret it. I love doing it. I love working for myself. It is good. It's hard, but it's good, okay? So look out for some other videos this week. If you've been watching me, thank you so much for watching me. I know rattle on a bit, but please subscribe my channel if you want to, if you're interested, and hopefully there'll be a lot more better content soon when I'm out and about. Okay, see you soon. Bye.